Sure.
AUM is in Michael, badge number 110.
Okay. Sorry, hold on.
No problem.
Sorry, I'm turning on a flash. Listen, I give you the authority to inspect me. I'm not a danger to myself and
The
others.
light switch is right behind you
Yeah,
there.
you want to just run it on? Yeah, no, we understand that. We appreciate that. Thank you.
Listen.
We're not here to hurt you or harm you either. We're
Oh.
audio video recording,
Okay.
okay?
Listen.
We're here to help, so can we help you in any way?
Okay. I don't want to. I don't want to beat around the bush.
Okay.
Yes, I don't have my identification on me, but you already know who I am, Officer Evans.
Okay.
Can I escort the premises and just be allowed to go somewhere else?
Yeah, I mean, can we help you with that?
Well, no, I don't trust you. I'm sorry. I don't have any
That's
trust.
not a problem. So if they just don't want you hanging out in here.
Okay, that's fine. I'll escort the premises. That's
Do
so.
you have a place to stay?
Well, I was looking for some transport to a monastery or a friary or an outreach center or a place that's going to objectively give me political asylum.
Okay.
Yes?
Okay, so do you like a homeless shelter or?
Well, I'm looking for political asylum to avoid what's been happening to me, truthfully so.
Okay.
And I testify to the truth that that's the case.
Would you like us to drive you to like a train station and you can get yourself there?
Well,
We could assist you with that.
I don't have any money.
Okay. Okay.
And also, I was asking the church to help me because I was willing to do work without any request of money and just some bare essentials of just food and water and whatever else. But I can understand if it's unreasonable because that's up to them. But if a good Samaritan wants to help me,
How long have you not been home?
just for almost, let me see the time here, about 3 hours, 2 hours,
Oh, okay, so you were just over at, I forget the street, Chelsea?
10 Chelsea Drive.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so you were just at Chelsea, was your dad home?
Yes, and I uploaded what happened to me on YouTube, and I was being extremely abused, and I don't want to be gaslighted again because I've been institutionalized, I've been tortured in institutions too, and I'm telling the truth about what's happening to me, and this is an existential risk to everybody, and it's not my fault, and I'm getting blamed for things that I didn't do, and I'm telling the truth, and nobody's giving me the fair benefit of that. I'm sorry, can I get some water, please? I have it in my bag. Yeah. All right, okay.
Water, it's got a little water in it.
I forgot your first name, what was it?
It's John, spelled John.
John,
What's your badge number?
110.
Okay, and what was it?
131.
Okay.
So, would your dad be able to give you some money so we can get you on a train so you can go somewhere?
I don't want to associate with him anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have the freedom of association in terms of the First Amendment.
Right.
I don't want to associate with him.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if that was an option.
He told me that he just wants me to leave the property, and then I left the property, and that's it.
And you walked here?
Yep. And also, I truthfully testify that before I loved my father, and I was a very good son to my father, and everyone's betrayed him, and truthfully so, I didn't do anything wrong to him, and I was very good to him, and he was slightly abusive to me growing up, but as of lately, he's been lying to me, and so has my family and my brother, and I truthfully testify that it's true, that I can prove what's happening to me in my claims, even though they're strange and anomalous thereof, and I never did anything to deserve it, and I already told so many people that I could go to a scientific laboratory and provide so many other proofs by argument, by example, and so on and so forth, and it's not really a solution for these people to take it out on me because I didn't do anything wrong. I have no criminal record, no misdemeanors, and I have no intention of maliciousness or criminality. And it's only because of the fact that because of what happened to me, if you give me the fair benefit of the doubt, truthfully so, that I've been thinking strange thoughts and I haven't been in the right state of mind, truthfully so, but not because I'm a psychiatric danger to myself or others, because that was never true my entire life. And then this is well substantiated by the proof that I have on my website, as I've shown you before, and I uploaded everything to YouTube, and I have truthfully testified that I've made some violent threats, but the Secret Service framed me for something that I didn't do, and that was the case. And I didn't trust them, even though it was illegal, I guess, in New Jersey or federally to have the two-party recording. I didn't trust them because I wanted to have more accountability, and I believe there's discretion for that. And it's not very fair because, just to summarize yet again, I just came into reality and whatever else, and I don't know why I'm being blamed for things that I didn't do. And I've been even overtly harassed, and I can provide proof for this. It's even on my website as well too. And I've made claims that are not, delusions of reference or persecution, that are highly anomalous and extremely improbable in the sense of the totality of the circumstances as being reducible to just being, a delusion. And I testify to it being truthful. And listen, I never wanted to, sometimes say that to go through the suffering and pain of life because that's not my fault. So it's nobody else's fault too. And I've never gotten violent with people who've been justifiably good with me and whatever else. I've been assaulted by criminals 2 or 3 times, and that was only because they took advantage of me and they saw me on the street and whatever else. And I keep to myself, and I've always been a good example of what I think a person should be, in the sense that they're truthful. And then I've been getting blamed for things that I didn't do, and I have a lifetime of proof of that. And Officer Evans and Officer Elbum, this is not like, I'm sorry, a good kind of state of affairs that we're living in, because, and I truthfully testify to this. It's not my fault, and it's not anybody else's fault, directly so, that that the circumstances that we're in are kind of, directly determined by just one factor as a function of what's really happening. And I've really tried to be a voice of reason and say, listen, that's not a way to negotiate. That's not a way to come to reconciliation. And I just wanted peace. And all it's been forced on me is violence in those institutions and whatever else. And sometimes, even like what happened with me when I went to the Boonton psychiatric institution, because the Secret Service had framed me. And also, I testified to this being true, even though I shouldn't have recorded it, because the Mount Olive Police, Officer Herrig, said that I could not record it, but I was scared that I was going to get hurt. And I put my trust in them, and so on and so forth. And Special Agent Johnson and Special Agent Luco had showed me 2 pieces of evidence in terms of a post that had nothing to do with me. There was no name in there, no corroboration or correlation with me. And then another piece of evidence, a screenshot of IP address that I didn't even know was mine, my email, and then a phone number discrepancy that's not mine, and I don't have any money.
All right, so John, that's been addressed.
Yes,
So today, right? So we want to help you for whatever situation you got going on today.
okay,
I understand you're not a danger to yourself.
Yes.
I understand you probably don't want to go get evaluated or see if they have options down at the hospital to maybe get you to that asylum that you're looking for.
I unequivocally denied that. I do not want to be.
Okay.
I do not want to see a screener. I don't want to. And also, okay, yes. I don't
So
want.
we need to come up with a solution today.
Okay.
Okay, because I know this is a church.
Okay.
right? We need to find another solution for
Okay.
you and where you can go. So.
Okay.
I understand you don't have any money.
Yes.
Okay, and you don't want us to ask your dad.
Sure.
Even if we went over to ask your dad, not you,
Okay.
would you be okay with that? If we just go over and say, hey,
Well-
on your behalf, without you going over there?
Okay. Well,
Is that something that you'd be willing, you think that would work? Because then this way you can get to where you want to go.
that's not going to involve my consent, because I don't want to associate with him ever again.
No, I
Because
understand, but we don't need consent just to call your dad, just talk to him. That's not illegal.
if it's going to happen, I'd like to be privy to it and have it live streamed. I want
I
to.
thought you didn't want to go there. That's all, that's the only
Okay,
reason I asked.
you know what? I don't consent to that, but I would trustfully go with you in the back of a police cruiser if I could live stream, and you could take me to a shelter where I could get some asylum. Because
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to do a phone call first to see if he would be willing to do that. I don't want to go over there and waste a trip and then. him
with my
say no.
father, you mean?
Yeah, just to call him on the phone and
No.
be like, hey, is it cool if we come by? If you can give us some money to give to John?
No.
And then you can go on your way.
I'm not interested, because I can get money from somewhere else, but I'm not even asking for that, because
But we're trying to, you need money to go somewhere at this point.
but there's money in the entire economy. He has.
I know, but I understand you have all these theories and logics and all that stuff.
No,
And
I
appreciate
I
that
don't.
to
I
get
don't.
money, but do you have access to that?
I have $2 on my Cash App account.
Right, so that's the problem. So we need to figure out how we can get you
So,
some money.
so what does that have to do with the shelter? Because the shelter doesn't ask you to give them
We
them
need to
money.
get
It's
you
trained
there.
to get you there. as far as money.
We're not a taxi cab service, so
Oh,
we
okay.
can't go out of town
Oh.
all the way to, I don't know, wherever it is.
Okay.
Do you know which one you want to go to?
Well, I was asking for asylum anywhere I could be sent to
Do you
with.
have one in mind? Do you know of any?
I don't know any around here, because
Where do you know one to be?
I don't know. Don't you have any? I can
So,
just.
well, we have options that,
Okay.
we have homeless shelters that we could bring you to,
Okay.
which,
There's one in Morristown.
right, which I don't
Okay.
know if that's gonna be
Sure.
what you want, but
Okay.
that could be a start, and then they have resources there and people there that can help you get to maybe the next destination or get you somewhere where that would be helpful to you, okay?
Okay.
Is that something you'd be willing to do?
Well, so what are the alternatives if my
That's
dad?
pretty much, that's it, because right now, we're not getting your father involved. It seems like you don't want to get him involved.
Sure.
How old are you?
I'm 31, sir.
So you're 31,
Yep.
so you're an adult.
Mhm.
If we get you to where Morristown Homeless Shelter, if
Sure.
that's something you'd be interested in.
Yes.
We can possibly arrange that for you.
Okay.
And then you can figure it out from there. Like I said, it's not just we're dumping you off there.
Sure.
They have resources and people there that can help you get to where you need to go. Is that something that would be helpful?
Yes.
Okay,
But-
so let's
but-
do that.
but-
I also have a bag if you want
Okay.
with blankets and hats
Okay.
and stuff like that to
Sure.
keep you warm. If you'd like that, I can give that to you as well.
But in the context of what? If I can't go to the shelter?
No, just to have in case like you're, I know that's
Okay.
all you got,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
And you have $2, so this
Yes.
might be helpful in the future if you want it.
If
Has,
not
like,
today,
some
maybe
first
down the
aid
road
stuff.
you need
Yeah,
to
that's
have
it.
Can you open the bag for me and let me inspect it on the live stream?
Of course.
Sure. And also, if you want to frisk me or whatever else, you can do
Yeah,
that.
no, it's fine. Well, before you get in the car.
I'm sorry. I just want to maintain some distance. Can you get the objects in the bag?
You want me to go through it?
Sure. Yes.
All right, I'll go through it.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got here? It's a
hat.
hat.
Okay.
Nice hat.
I have a beanie. Sorry.
No, you can still have that.
Okay.
Blanket.
Sure.
Brush things for the shelter too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Toothbrushes
You got
and all that
some
stuff.
shampoo,
Sure. Okay.
toothbrush,
I don't
toiletries,
know what they're gonna have for you
Okay.
there,
All right.
so this might be helpful to.
toothpaste.
Okay.
for hy-
This is a
for
nice bag.
hygiene and
Sure. I'll
stuff.
accept that. Yes.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
And that would,
And there's some gloves in here too.
Okay. Sure.
all right?
All right.
So we brought that for you, just if you need it. If you don't need it and you feel like you wanna give it to someone else that needs it,
No, I'll take it.
okay.
I'm thankful. I'm grateful. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So let us call just to see if they can accommodate you down in Morristown, okay?
And if they can't, are you gonna?
We'll call another place
Okay.
and try to figure something out, okay? But right now we'll walk out.
Okay.
I'll carry it for you.
So let's say there is no availability anywhere. What's gonna happen?
We gotta think of, we gotta think of something else to get you where you need to
There's
go.
a phone number we can call. Just take some time.
I don't consent voluntarily to go to a psychiatric.
No, I didn't offer that.
Yep.
I did offer if you were
Sure.
willing, but at this point, we'll think of something else.
Sure.
We're gonna call 211, which is the Homeless Shelter Solution Center.
Okay.
Where if they could tell us where there's availability,
Okay.
and then we'll go through a whole rundown. You can live stream it if you want.
Okay.
It doesn't matter to me.
Sure.
We're recording as well.
Sure, okay.
They're probably gonna be recording on their end.
Mhm.
And they're gonna talk to you probably and go over your situation and what you're into right now, so, and go from there.
So I have I have a question. I'm
Can we do
sorry.
that here?
Yes.
You're welcome, because it's cold outside, and
Sure.
the patrol car, it might be a
problem.
little
Okay,
different.
I agree.
Is there seats in there?
Sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Sit
them.
down for a second?
Yeah, no problem.
I appreciate it, thank you.
Okay.
Good, John, if we come in.
Sure. Well, it's not my premises.
Oh, all right, yeah,
Sure.
so this is a nice little spot.
Okay,
And
so-
you, listen, you were. Want
So I have a
to
question.
turn on a light?
Whatever you want, because
Oh, thank you.
all right. So I have
You
a.
sit, you wanna sit, you wanna stand?
I'll say yeah, sure. So concerning like them helping me,
Yeah,
could you say that I could offer them to do work and whatever else?
yeah, you could talk to them about it.
Sure. Okay.
So I know that the place in Morristown, they do a work program.
Okay.
All right, I
Thank you.
think,
All right.
I'm not sure exactly where the work is.
Okay.
There's a work program there.
All right. But I have a question concerning like the surety of the shelter. Like.
I'm sorry, I listened to both.
You can
Okay.
ask, when you talk to them,
Okay.
ask them tell them all your concerns,
Okay.
what you're looking for, and then they can hopefully steer you to the right direction. Because we don't know all the things that they offer.
Sorry, I'm just gonna put this on the floor. Is that okay? I'm sorry.
The facility I mentioned to you was the one in Morristown.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what I was referring to.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with it, so I don't know.
Sorry, I'm just gonna make sure that I can document this on my live stream.